All right, so it's day 37, I think. I'm gonna be getting to Prince Rupert in the next couple hours. I'm really excited. It's also a beautiful day. I'm already seeing a bunch of boats going by, and already seen some buildings off in the distance. I think Prince Rupert's probably still like a solid 6 miles away, but so probably just a couple more hours. And I'll get there, and that will be awesome. I'm so excited.
2 hours later.
And though my pride is gone way down the line, well, I'm just fine.
It is the 24th of July. All right, so I'm leaving Prince Rupert right now. It's been awesome being here. I've had an amazing time. The first 3 days I was here, it was super nice and sunny. And today, now that I'm leaving, it's pissing down. But that's all right. I think there's more sun in the forecast later on this week. But yeah, no, I just want to say I had an amazing time in Prince Rupert, and I'm excited to get going. I am about to do the longest stretch of the trip yet. It's going to be 214 miles of paddling before I get to the next actual town. So it should be fun. I've stopped for the day. I will go no further because one, it's like just really rainy and like gross, and the waves are like like it's kind of bad, but not like not like too bad to do it. But the biggest problem is the visibility. Like I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go like that way, and all I see over there is just nothing. I don't want to push it and go out when I can't really see where I should be heading, especially because the GPS started to malfunction a couple days ago. It wouldn't show me like where I was facing. The compass stopped working a couple days ago, and it was working today, but like since I don't know if it's gonna not work again, I don't want to risk it. Also, this beach is really weird. It looked like some people had a party here this weekend. There's like tons of footprints everywhere. There's this weird goalpost looking thing, and look at this. Somebody put some lights on it. They're still lit. Yeah, people at a party. There's like trash everywhere. It's kind of nasty. Like, I don't know. I don't know why people can't just pick up after themselves. But yeah, I think this will be a fine spot for the night. Alright, so I've found my camp for the night. It's this little bitty island called like Breaker Island. Just wanted to give a quick camp tour. There's like grass and there's seaweed, and that's really weird to me, and that's kind of everywhere. Like, look, seaweed, grass, and there's usually you know, the tide line is always marked by where the seaweed is. So the seaweed shows that the tide line is up here, but there's grass and other types of plants that don't normally grow below the tide line, below the but here's my little camp. Oh, also, check this out. There's a bunch of crab shells up here. Looks like this has been the spot where a bird likes to sit and eat its crab. But anyways, there's camp. I've been doing a thing lately where I set the tarp up over the tent because it helps keep everything dry. You know, even though the tent is waterproof, there's definitely an advantage to keeping it even more dry than it already could be. So yeah. Alright, I was so pissed off a few minutes ago. I had a fisherman yell at me, and I was so annoyed. I was at a point where I was about to do like a 4-mile crossing. It started to get rough all of a sudden. The waves started to get kind of big and made me feel a little weird about it. So I just decided to sit by the shore, and then there's this big old fishing boat that comes by. They start like honking their horn at me, and like dude gets on the top of the boat and starts yelling at me. He's like, "You gotta move, you gotta get out of here." And I was like, "What the fuck?" Okay, so after like a couple minutes, I stopped again, and then they're still like moving around. They haven't dropped their net yet, and they were like, "Get moving, kayaker." But anyways, I was pretty pissed at that. Just wanted to vent real quick. So well, and part of the reason why I was mad is because it kind of forced me to do the crossing without putting any thought into it. So I'm paddling out now. I'm maybe like halfway across, and it's fine. So that's good. All right, I wanted to do a little recap of what happened in Prince Rupert before I get going for the day. It was awesome. So basically, I stayed there 3 nights. While I was there, I had my kayak parked next to the sailboat. Beth and Colin, who owned the sailboat, were super nice to me. They had me on their boat to look at some maps of British Columbia, and then they even had me over for breakfast the next day. And Colin also got me hooked up with like a fishing setup, so I can fish for rockfish and for salmon while I'm out here. Other than that, so I just kind of went grocery shopping. Whenever I get to a town, I have to restock on any sort of like lost or broken or used up items. I got enough food that I think it's supposed to last me the next 300 miles. It's almost too much to put in the kayak. I mean, I got it all in just fine yesterday, but it's a lot of food for sure. Alright, so today I'm going to be entering the canal finally. It's just down that way a little bit. By a little bit I mean like 10 miles, but I should be able to get around there today. But just wanted to point out how beautiful the day is. It's super weird. On this side you have these dark clouds, and on this side it's sunny and beautiful, and I'm kind of right on the middle there, just riding the edge. Oh my god. You guys see the whitecaps out there? There's a lot. It's actually really windy today. My dad sent me a text this morning saying that there's supposed to be like a 6-foot waves, or well, 2-meter waves, and gusts of wind and stuff. And I wasn't too worried about it because I made it into the canal today. You can see it's only probably about a mile to the other side, and it's going to be just like this or even more skinny for a couple days, which is really cool. And I went like 22 miles in 5 hours, which is like the fastest I've ever gone for sure. So I actually stopped at like 1 p.m., which is like a really early time to stop. That usually only happens when I am taking like a weather day or something. Here we got the tent set up, going. There's definitely a possibility of there being like bears and stuff around, so I did find a spot to hang the food. Hey, I think that's a pretty nice setup right there. I haven't done enough stuff about like just hanging out at camp and kind of how I do camp. So today I wanted to just shoot some video about like how I make dinner. So this is what I have. It's like it's basically like a jet boil, if you know what that is. Basically the sole purpose of this is to boil water. So that's why this entire trip I have mostly just been eating ramen, but I'm gonna actually cook some rice in it today. And by cook, I mean like I'm gonna heat up some rice in it, because I decided to get something aside from ramen. I got some of Ben's original rice, and this is Korean barbecue flavor. And I also picked up some Korean barbecue jerky to go with it so that I can get some protein in my meal. So we're pretty excited. Woo! Oh, there we go. It's getting a little steamy. Let's see, is it hot enough? Is it uncrunched enough? Finished product. Boom. Definitely an above average dinner to have out here. Does it taste like Korean barbecue? No. It like almost kind of tastes like Mexican rice. Like it's like, honestly, it feels like it's tomato based. Not like barbecue sauce or anything or whatever the hell that would be, but you know, there's a little bit of heat behind it. And there, it's gone. But as you can see, I definitely like did burn the bottom pretty good. Normally like none of that would be sticking. So I'm gonna have to go clean this off. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing and liking the video, and even maybe sharing it with other people. It'd mean a lot to me, and I think it'd really help me gain some traction on this project and get my message out there a little bit.